flying free!
Just an apple!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Make it right!
Sion!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Here!
Right now!
Try this!
Here's a healing arc!
Explosive ring!
On guard!
Now I can let loose! Not
Dance
again!
in the wind!
Mirage!
Air thrust!
We're in good form!
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I'm far enough!
Take this! Eternal devastation!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Alright!
No complaints here.
The sky is mine! Tiger, where are you going?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here's a
You're
healing arc!
mine! Eternal dust!
Not in your dreams!
Take this!
On guard!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Make it rain! You're totally in an instant! Impact claw!
Right here! Let me help
My
you!
turn! Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right. Strut! Double demon fang! Megasonic thrust! Here I come! Dragon swarm!
Where was I?
Explosive ring!
Ready and ready.
Do it!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Little help!
Now you see what I can do. Look sharp.
Ground and curl! Lunar champion! Whirl!
Eat dirt! Take this!
Leave the
Eternal devastation!
I do!
It's over! Got fired!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Not again!
On guard!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! It's over! Try harder! My turn!
Look sharp! In here!
Mirage! Take this!
Will this help?
Eternal devastation!
Tiger, make it rain!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
Going in.
Eternal devastation!
Lightning orb!
Sword rain out! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I've been doing really great lately.
No choice! Take this! Crush!
On guard!
It's over!
Lightning orb!
Try this!
I'll heal you all!
Make it rain! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
Wow. Look what I just found.
Right, here
I'll
goes!
heal you all!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Okay, here I go! Eternal... Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right. Double demon blade! Burn in hell! You're mine!
There! Perfect move!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that!
Alpha! I'm not done! Eternal devastation! You're finished!
Tiger blade!
Crush! I'm not done!
In here! Going in!
Good.
We managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right! Better stay alert!
Make your way back! Reload!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
A comfortable win.
Here's a healing heart! Dreams!
Now I can let loose! Damn it! You're finished! You're mine!
This one is mine! Tiger blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Here.
Not today!
Ready to go! Here's the more!
Sword
Bring it
Rain
on!
Alpha!
Prepare to be
This
sealed.
one's mine!
Now!
In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance!
I'll heal you!
Reload!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
Stockpile!
Thanks! Eternal devastation! I'm not done! Eternal devastation! No further!
Here goes! This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone!
Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique! Appreciate
You're
the help!
mine!
Let's get you
Sword Rain
Make it
Alpha!
rain!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Looks like some solid equipment. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build a...
Gotta break through! Eternal devastation!
Confiscated! Hey, that...
Here I come!
This one's wild!
I'm not done!
Let's go!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
It's over! No escape!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
Eternal
I'm not really built for close-quarters combat, nor am I. Don't worry, I'll help you keep a wide berth.
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
Crush!
On guard!
It's over! Take this!
In here! More Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike. Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally. So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then? Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Little help!
Not today!
Going in!
It's on!
Can't be
Take
stopped!
this!
Unguard! Denied!
Confiscated!
Ah!
This one's mine!
Look sharp!
Eat
In
this!
here! This time!
In the wind!
I'll take you all on! Eternal devastation! Ah! Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in!
Take this!
Here I go!
Eternal
Look sharp!
devastation!
One more!
You're finished!
Tiger blade! Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Soaring light flare! You're finished!
We managed to turn the tide!
For now! but things
You
get
picked the
sketchy
wrong
the
fight.
moment you... Quiet. Well, right after I silence them.
With this, I can become even stronger.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Annihilation!
Tiger
Blade!
Blade! I'm not done!
Raging Cascade!
Try this!
Will this help? Look sharp.
Blending Blast!
I can carve through armor.
Here comes Healing Circle!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here I come! Eternal devastation! Now! It's on!
Don't mind if I do.
Ah!
Let the mark
Mirage!
handle this.
Here I come!
I can't hold on much longer.
Sovereign Alpha!
Like a
Come one, come all!
And that's my will.
It's over!
Wind astral
Eternal
energy.
devastation! Triple Phoenix Fang!
Raging
I'm not
storm.
done!
You are here off the pressure!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Go no further.
Here I come!
Like
I
moths
never
to the
miss.
flame.
In here.
On guard! By the power of God! Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you all.
This one's mine!
Healing circle.
Okay, here I go!
Glacier all right, here's the evil. Showtime. Tiger blade.
Burn! Now I can let loose!
Mega ray.
Far enough!
Thunder field.
Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that way.
Do it!
my lady?
I'll stop your movement! And I'll stop your life!
Here goes. Reload.
You're mine!
Thunder field. Mega ray. Raging
It's
cascade.
over.
In the sky, it's mine. In here.
Eternal devastation!
Lords of the
Take this.
Sunlight. Annihilation.
Make it rain!
Remote!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
A comfortable win.
I'll do my best!
Take this!
Raging
Eternal
cascade. Here.
You're mine! Eternal devastation! What's all mine?
Here I go. This one's mine. Not on my watch.
Where are you going?
Ah! Eat this!
Raging cascade.
This one's
You're
mine!
mine!
In here. Let's get you all.
In a bind?
It's over!
This one's mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in
This
that
one's
vein.
mine!
My lady?
Now, something you
Don't
wanted
leave.
to...
All yours, Kisara.
This is barely target practice. Then why bother fighting them? Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Gotta break through!
There.
Eternal devastation!
This one's ready to go!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger, far enough!
It's over!
I can't hold on much longer.
Ah! Burn! I owe you one!
That's it.
Tiger Blade! Crush! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this!
Do it.
Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Eternal devastation!
Here.
It's time!
Tempest!
Try harder! Here I come! Eternal devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Ready!
Make it rain!
Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance!
Radiant
We turned the tables on him!
There are still more left.
Right!
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. Night. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it? No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahagsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Here I come!
I'll be saving this one. Lunar correct. Radiant star.
Take that!
Burn it. Looks like confiscating.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? This place will be grounded here too.
Eternal devastation!
Ready and Here. This one's mine.
My turn! Take this!
Sleep now.
Crush!
Light up the door. Healing power.
Burn in hell!
I got you. It's weakened.
And just like that, I'm back in.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Splendid flash!
Final blade.
Take this!
Here, let me help.
Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
You're mine!
All right.
Take this.
Now where was I?
Magna Ray.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is...
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
Ha! We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danons, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. They're the scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, You know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadime, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yes! Deadime! Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last
Let's go.
Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadime said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadime.
This isn't Deadime's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I feel like...
I get the feeling Deadime signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danons here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently, top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danins with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though the Renins destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's... Hey. Yeah! Good.
All right!
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Oh, how... Great!
Yes. Hey.
Good.
Really? What? Yes.
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, hey! Sure. Well?
All right. No. Re
Yeah.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Guard expert coming through! Raging cascade! Burning sweep now! Glacial spear! They're leaving us! Take this!
Take this! Rising Walker!
Let me help!
Hurricane Thrust! Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
On guard!
All yours!
Dance in the wind!
Rising Falcon!
Igneous
Discharge! By the power of fire! Lightning orb!
This one's all mine!
One at a time! Dance in the wind!
Short Rain Alpha!
This one's mine! And just like that, I'm back in. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Double Demon Fang!
Igneous discharge!
Take this!
Going in!
Lightning Slash!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Here I come!
All thanks to you.
Rising Walker!
This one's
Lightning
mine!
Spear!
Glacial spear! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Freeze lancer! Going in!
Rising Walker!
Law, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Out of my way!
Here I go!
Here I come!
This one's mine!
Rising Reaver!
Radiant!
Rising Phoenix!
These ones can run rings around us!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Mind freeze! What can they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Prepare to be sealed, though. Actually, perhaps pound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
In a vine,
Rising!
I can carve through armor!
That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Shion.
Rising Walker! Rising Phoenix! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation!
Now!
Shion,
Go for it!
prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
The heavens must be smiling.
Gotta break through! Rising Wyvern! Take this! It's over!
Shattering of pieces! Time to shine!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you to enemy arms.
Rising Sea!
No complaints here!
Bananas, let's go! Healing away! We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminds me. On guard!
Look sharp! Round and pound! Will this help?
Why'd you heal me?
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
I feel all bent out of shape.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances, and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There. Phew, what a rush.
I'll do my best!
Glacial Spear! Going in!
Far enough!
I'll smash you!
Lightning Orb! Lightning! They're hiding thick as armor!
Rising Phoenix! Rising
I'll
Viper!
stop its track!
Hold back
Kitara.
your defenses!
Glad you have your uses. This one's mine!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
I'll heal you all!
Damn it!
Going in! Healing Circle! Take this! Tiger Blade! Raging Down!
Try this!
I can do it all round!
Tiger Blade!
Air Thrust!
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Now! One more! Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All base to you!
I'm on a roll!
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it. Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it. Alright, it's showtime!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Healing Circle!
Make it rain!
Lock! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Wow, look what I just found.
Right,
The
here goes!
chargers to me!
Glacial
Here I
Spear!
come!
Here's evil!
This one's all mine!
Freeze
vital.
Tiger Blade!
Everlasting darkness.
Negative gain! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I can't lose. Light axe rage.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Feel. Round and pound. Don't mind if I do. Gemini onslaught.
On your knees.
Hear me. Lightning strike.
Air pressure. On your knees.
On her back.
Air pressure.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep a white bird.
Here's evil.
On your knees.
Lightning orb. All right. It's showtime. Field. Healing circle. I'll be saving this one.
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Resonate
with the earth!
Tiger
Outfit! In an instant! Impact block!
Here I go. In the wind. One more. Reload.
Everlasting for interrupting! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
I felt better, that's for sure.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
I won't forgive you! By the
If it curls up, time to get out of the way.
Lightning to death!
Ignite! Flying free!
take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Get out of this!
I owe you one for that.
Here go! Radiant
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see
wanna
about
play?
that!
Come at me!
Try this!
Photon flip! Lightning condemn!
Burn in hell!
Denied!
Take this!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line. No sooner...
I'll heal here!
Crescent Moon!
Healing circle!
Trigger blade!
No further!
Only rely on my... Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Raging
Not a
cascade!
chance.
Radiant light!
Eternal devastation! Armor won't save
This
you!
one's mine!
You're finished!
Get on in there with the others!
Piercing
Dance
roar!
in the wind! Steering
Take this!
shield! Reflecting
Sword
meteor!
Ray Alpha!
And Alpha
Try
Alpha!
this!
Mega
Blending
Ray!
flash! Crush!
Radiant star!
You're mine! It's over!
Here, let me help. On guard!
Take this!
First aid!
Okay, here I go!
Hit! Now!
It's over!
Time to shine!
Eternal
Thunder
devastation!
blade! Glacial spear!
I'm not
Pierce
done!
evil!
Here
Going
I
in!
come!
Freeze laser! And
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
Out of our way!
Here I come! Crush!
This one's
I'm
mine!
not done!
don't mind if I do! Reload!
Ready to go!
Fire the half-in flame!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane to these steam! Got flyers!
I've got this! Let him march the Fire's the half
All yours.
Fire's the half blah blah blah!
This one's mine!
Fire's the half blah blah blah! Fire's the half Here's the evil!
Eternal devastation!
Freeze Lancer! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
I can feel my power growing!
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Little help!
Eternal devastation!
Healing circle! Hey,
Appreciate
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right. Pesky airborne scoundrel.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malisa!
I'm not done! Ignite!
Leave the enemy heart to me! Glad you have your uses!
This one keeps short!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Here! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart.
More for the stockpile!
I'll smash you!
I'm all stocked up! Shield activate!
Eternal devastation!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! My turn!
Lightning to them! On guard!
Too fast!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You've suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
That equipment should come in handy.
my best! Going by the power of water! Denied!
No further! Take this!
Mega Ray! Look shot!
Don't mind if I do.
I never miss!
Ignite! She got fired!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it! Crescent move!
All yours!
I can only rely on myself.
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Right now.
Lightning! Let's get
Leave the ensnaring to me.
One more time!
Now.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Reload! Time to I'm out! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Piercing roar!
Prepare to be seized.
Going in! This one's mine! Pierce evil! Tiger blade! Freeze lancer!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it rain! Light astral!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Basal lie?
He didn't seem to try to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
Searing
I'm not done!
and that's my will!
The flashing
You
parts
picked the
are
wrong
weak.
fight!
Flare tornado! Radiant monster stream! Let's keep up the pressure!
Dragon
In here, discharge!
I can carve through armor!
Mega ray! Piercing torn up!
You're mine!
Here, let me have
Eternal
it!
devastation!
Hey, tiger blade!
Raging cascade.
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Burning!
Laser shot!
Air
Take
Try harder! My turn!
Photon flash! Freeze
Sword
laser!
Rain Alpha!
Guardian shield! Will this help? Let me out!
Light astral energy.
Healing
Raging
circle!
cascade. Hey, let's.
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Don't leave me all alone here.
Resuscitate.
Going in!
No further!
Enjoy the ground while you're down there.
One.
Glacier fire!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
This one's mine! Tiger blade!
Here goes.
Will this help?
Confiscated.
Flaming meteor!
Healing light astral in the
Oh,
wind.
too shy to come
Leave
over!
corruption.
Here, let me help! Back into the fray! I'm ready!
You're finished!
By the
Raging star.
I'm not done! Eternal devastation! Eat
Here's
this!
a healing arc! First aid! Far enough!
Raging
It's over.
storm.
Shield and lane!
Hear me. Flame of fury.
Splendid
We require a hand.
Laser spear! This one's
Here's
mine!
evil.
I can carve through armor!
Can't get out of this!
Freeze
Take
laser.
this! Struck!
Raging
Is
storm.
this it?
Come on, here! Let me have to hold on!
First aid.
Appreciate. Aw, too shy to come
This
over!
wall.
Here, let me help! Look sharp! Take this! Tiger blade!
Healing circle.
Aw, too shy to come over!
You're
Here,
mine!
let me
Feel
help!
corruption.
In I never miss! Hit! Go get him! Here's a healing touch!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
By the power of
You're mine! Eat dirt!
Got it! Now's our chance!
Now you see what I can do!
In here!
Can't get out of this!
Leave the corruption!
me.
Let's get
Don't appreciate
the
that. One more.
Tornado blade! Do it!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact block.
Going
Double demon bang!
now. Here I go.
Double demon bang!
Laser ray! Freeze lancer!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
More signals?
Keep calm and take them down.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more...
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I'll heal you all. We're attacking from behind.
Take this!
I owe you one for that.
Tempest whirl.
This one's mine. Far enough.
Gemini aqua.
This
Astral
one's
energy.
mine.
Into the shadows.
Take this.
Wind astral energy.
Round
Lightning
and
attack.
pound.
Can't get out of this!
Thunderblade.
Their arts were interrupted.
Why'd you heal me?
Hey there. I never miss. Thank you.
Tiger blade.
Take this!
Go get him. Here's a healer. In the wind.
Eternal devastation!
We down.
You're on.
Get on in there with
You'll
the others.
pay for that!
Can't move. Lightning orb. First aid.
This should do it!
I will.
I'll smash you!
Now or never.
Here's a healing arc.
In a bind?
Try harder! Not a chance! Eternal devastation!
That's a bit.
Switch to off.
Resuscitation. Here's a healing arc. That's gonna smart.
All right.
They're not playing around. Laser spear. Here's evil. Freeze laser.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
Nothing gets by me.
Being interrupted. I couldn't make it in time.
I owe you...
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Burn!
I can't heal you forever.
Not done yet. Far enough.
Rapid benediction light.
Now!
Gemini aqua.
Dust to dust!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. I never miss. Ready.
Big blast!
Take this!
Will there
Elusive deity!
You're mine!
I'll make you!
Here and now!
Confiscated. Healing circle. Eagle
It's
fly.
gone!
How excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Shattering the pieces!
Circle.
Another incantation ruined.
I'll finish you here and
It's
now!
weakened.
I'm sorry to be
This
wrong.
ends now!
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Sword Ring Alpha! Double Demon Bang!
Resonate with the earth.
Here I go.
Nothing gets by me.
Such unadulterated fury. Do you require a hand?
Here's a healing arc.
No further.
Dragon Shell! Mega Stop! You may be strong. Gonna attack!
Right. Watch out.
It's gone!
This one's mine.
Heal!
Annihilation.
Burn!
Resonate with the earth.
Grenade.
Stalagmite.
You're mine!
Back into the fray.
Now you see what I can do.
Annihilation.
It's over!
Dragon shield.
Double Demon!
Eat this.
Benediction light.
Heal!
Gemini aqua.
Begin!
Lightning.
my fault.
This one's mine!
Not done yet!
Into the shadows!
Burn!
This one's mine!
Perfect! Right! Sword Rain Alpha! Megasonic Thrust!
Searing Flame!
Yes! I'll finish you here and now! I'll smash you!
Such unadulterated
go.
fury.
What? I've let you all down.
Here I come!
Keep going! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Danon Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niaz.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen. I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Sword Rain Alpha! I'm out and gone! That's it! Here's the Tiger Blade! Not on my watch! Lightning! Thunder Blade! Tiger Blade! This one's mine! I'm out!
It's up! Here's the It's total devastation! Double team!
Neon! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Into this one's mine! This one's mine!
Ether!
Wind Astral Energy! Do it! Do it!
All yours, Kisara. Over so soon?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Piercing rock!
The earth throbs in pain.
Look sharp!
Let's end this and get a bite to eat instead.
What's this thing?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said...
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadeye would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back. Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why,
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now behold!
Ma, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take take her down.
Okay.
Igneous discharge!
Healing lightning orb! Confiscated!
Flaming meteor!
Only rely on
Go for the weak point! More where that came from! Lightning orb! Lightning healing circle!
Sword Ring Alpha! The help. Power of water!
You're finished!
I'm ready!
Ground and pound!
Photon blast! Dance in the wind!
Here goes the spear!
This one's all mine!
I'll be
Eternal
saving this one.
devastation!
Now you see what I can do.
Freeze laser! Cascade!
On guard.
Burn!
In here! Here's a healing orb!
Take this!
Here's
Eternal devastation! You're finished! Sword Ring Alpha!
Reload! Shining supernova!
Switch to offense!
Dance in the wind!
Take this.
You're mine!
First aid!
Eternal devastation!
More for the stockpile!
Piercing roar!
Eternal
Lunar
devastation!
corruption!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Raging cascade! Let me help!
I can handle it!
I owe you one.
Spirit flame!
Take this! This one's all mine!
The power of
Anything in armor is all mine.
Not today!
Nicole!
You're mine!
Light
Eternal
Astrolada!
devastation!
Healing circle!
I owe you
Their arts were interrupted.
Tempest swirl!
Strike! Sword Ring Alpha! You're finished!
Look sharp!
Eternal devastation!
Raging storm!
You're mine!
Going in! Glacial spear! Here's evil! Not on my watch!
The earth throbs in
Raging
pain.
storm!
This one's here!
Let me help!
Take this!
I never miss! Tempest swirl!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
Flame of fury!
This one's all mine!
Blade!
Can't get out of this.
Eat this! Megasonic Thrust!
meteor!
Try this!
You're not finished.
Piercing roar!
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Tiger lightning orb!
Now you see what I can do.
I'm out! Healing circle!
Thanks!
Look sharp!
I'm
I'm
up.
ground and pound!
Thanks.
Leave
I'm
the
all
charge
stocked
to
up.
me!
Eternal devastation!
Far enough!
Raging storm!
Eternal devastation! Sword Ring
Light
Alpha!
Astro in the wind! Air drop!
Blending Flash!
Piercing roar!
I'm not done! Eternal devastation! You're finished!
Healing supernova!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Air arc field! Thank you.
Burn in hell!
Glacial spear!
Strike! Sword Ring
Turtle
Alpha!
blade!
Try this!
Astral energy! Lightning condensed! Thunder blade! Healing circle!
Eternal devastation!
I'm ready!
Crush!
Downfall! Here's a healing arc! First
I
aid!
owe you one.
How about this?
Crush!
Lunar corruption! By the
Sword
power
Ring
of
Alpha!
water! Gale force! Ow! Downfall! I'm out!
I got you!
Confiscated! First aid!
Appreciate the help.
That tail's a problem.
Then let's focus there first.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Will this help?
Going in!
I never miss!
Igneous
Lightning
discharge!
orb!
You're mine!
Here's a healing arc!
See what I can do.
Going in!
You picked the wrong fight!
First aid!
Flaming meteor!
I'm not done!
Denied!
Mega ray!
This one's
Eternal
mine!
devastation!
Annihilation!
It's over!
Going
Here's
in!
a flame of fury!
Strike! Sword Ring Alpha!
Lightning condensed! Thunder
Try
blade!
harder!
Here's a healing
Here I
arc!
come!
I'm gone!
Crush!
First aid!
I'm not done! Sword Ring Alpha!
Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Light.
One more!
Blue escape!
This wall! Downfall!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Lunar corruption!
shark! Lightning tiger blade!
Raging
Everlasting no good! Eternal devastation! Changing tactics!
If you'll tell me what it'll do. Stay focused. Light astral energy. Dance in the wind. Air ready to go. Light astral energy.
Shattering blade!
Weapon in here.
Attack time!
Mega ray. Annihilation. Mega ray. By the power of water. More where that came from. Lunar corruption. Spray. By the power of water. Lightning. Downfall. Raging storm. Swallow's flight. And again. Gravitas field. Shining. Supernova. Downfall. Raging cascade. This one's yours. In here.
Strike!
Ready to go.
I can carve through armor!
Focus your attacks. Not in your dreams.
Eat this!
Away. Wind astral energy.
Burn up.
And there goes the tail.
Right, let's do this! I'll end you!
I'm gone.
Big
Swallow's
blast!
flight. Annihilation.
Blow away!
Searing flame. Below. Lightning. Cascade. Searing flame. Reload. Dance in the wind. I'm all stuffed up. Annihilation. More precision.
Lost my focus.
Blah, blah, blah. Magic. See. Radiant light. I'll be ready. Reload.
I'll tear
Ready.
you apart!
Supernova. Flame of fury.
You're finished!
Burning
Eternal devastation!
Hosted. Seal.
Lewis!
Activating this way. Flame of fury. Burning strike. I can't feel it. Here's the
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful.
Dragon Flash.
Eternal devastation!
Eagle Soul.
Watch this!
Radiant
Crush! This isn't looking good.
Ready to go. Denied.
Tectonic punch! Oh no! Can't end here! I owe you one.
Lightning. This one's mine. Where are you going?
Eternal devastation!
That's much better.
Crush!
Lightning.
Super swallow dance!
Gemini Ultra.
Eternal devastation!
Mega Ray.
Does it!
Power of water.
Burn!
Mega Ray.
You're mine!
Hurricane. Glacial Spear.
Crush!
Pierce Evil.
You'll pay for that!
Freeze Laser.
No! It can't end here!
Mega Ray. Watch and weep. Lightning. Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning strike. Glacial Spear. Pierce Evil. I can handle it. Laser. Far enough. Glacial Spear. Pierce Evil. Freeze Lancer. Here I go. Got it. Mega Ray. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Glacial Spear. Pierce Evil. Annihilation. Searing Flame. Reload. Mega Ray. Back into the fray. Annihilation. Mega Ray. Gemini Ultra. Law.
Sorry for almost blowing me up. Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Ready.
Hurricane Thrust! Dragon Shout!
Sharpness! Fire's attack and force in this... Here, go for the weak point!
Covering wind!
I'll finish you here and
Dance in the
now!
wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Here, let me help. Fire's attack and force in this... Not in your dreams!
Now you see what I can do!
Dragon
This
Swarm!
one's mine!
Ignite!
Radiant Pierce!
Take this!
Denied! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Fire's attack and course in this flame! Sharpness! Lunar corruption! Fire's attack and course!
What's this?
Fire's attack and course in this flame! Sharpness! Cover the caster! Don't get in my way!
Rising Wiper! Crush!
Fire's attack and course! Fire's attack!
Now we're not...
Glacial spear! Piercing
Sharpness!
darkness! Fire's attack and course in this flame! Here comes the circle! Ready! Healing circle!
Burn in hell!
Thank you. Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Denied! In a bind?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Where are you going? Air thrust! Here's a healing arc! First aid! Lightning condense! Thunderblade! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Raging cascade! Fred! Raging cascade! Fred! Raging cascade! Fred! Fire's attack! Magic is amped! Sharpness! Fire's attack! You get the gist! Sharpness! I'll heal you all! Fire's attack! Blah blah blah!
Save you!
Sharpness! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Prepare to be sealed! Denied!
Ready! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! 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 Where are you going? Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Fire's attack and course in this flame! Sharpness! Fire's attack and course in this flame! Sharpness! Not on my watch!
Burn in hell!
I can carve through!
Fire's attack and course in this flame! Sharpness! Fire's attack! Ow!
Dragon Swarm!
Light astral energy! Photon flux! Light astral energy! Photon flux! I can't light astral energy!
Should have messed with me!
Burning
Far enough! Can't get out of this!
Fire's attack!
Hey!
Sharpness! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Here
Not
goes!
today!
Mega ray! Searing flame! Reload!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Searing flame! Reload! Glacial spear!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Freeze
Into everlasting darkness!
Negative
gate!
Much better.
Back into everlasting darkness!
Can't be happening.
Gate!
Don't leave me all alone here.
Back into
everlasting darkness.
That tail's a problem.
Then let's focus there first. To everlasting
Their arcs
darkness.
were interrupted!
Beckon into everlasting
you all
darkness. Negative gate. Beckon into everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
This is some punishment.